In this series of videos, we're going to be talking about troubleshooting and how to deal with issues. And we're going to start with the question, what are some of the common mistakes that business owners make and how do they avoid them? Of course, there's lots of things and we're not going to get all into the details. But the first thing you need to know is if you've just watched the majority of these educational videos that we've been sharing, you're going to avoid probably 90% of the mistakes that most other people make. Like when we got started, we didn't know all of this stuff and we made so many mistakes, which is why WrkPod exists. And the support structure that we've created is to help you to avoid most of the other issues. So be thankful in the fact that you don't have to go through what we have gone through. And now I'm going to pass it to Kody to share some of his thoughts.
Yeah, some of the biggest mistakes that I made was firstly hiring staff all over the place. When I first started building my team, I just hired them in different locations around the Philippines. And that was all fine until I got to about 5 staff and I realized that I was managing all 5 myself, but I wanted to go to 10, but that would mean that I was not going to have the ability to have, say, a team leader that could help me to oversee those staff in an effective way. So I think that's a big mistake. It cost me a lot of money because I had to then relocate some of my team to be working near each other. A lot of them didn't relocate, and the ones that did relocate, I had to pay to get them into the same location. So working with WrkPod is going to solve that problem.
And along with working from home, right, is another classic mistake that people make, which obviously is something that we have fixed now with WrkPod. But working from home has a lot of challenges.
Yeah, when I first had staff working from home, you have internet issues, you have productivity issues, you have power outages. It doesn't matter who they are, it doesn't matter what they say. Nobody is as productive working from home as they are working with a team in a great team environment. So that made a big difference. Probably the big other mistake that I made was just not understanding how much I should pay my staff. When I first started hiring, staff were so cheap that I was paying everybody more than I was, really should have been paying them. And then I had to really fix that later. And that was difficult. In fact, I had to get rid of some staff that I put on salaries that were too high so that I could scale my team. When you work with WrkPod, we're going to advise you on how much you should be paying your staff so that as you scale your team, you're not going to be in the position that I was, where I literally had to get rid of some team just so that I could get my pay scales in a more suitable situation.
And you want to make sure, of course, that you're using good time management software, performance management software as well, all the things that we recommended in other videos. And of course, just reaching out to us if you are running into any issues or challenges, because that's one of the benefits about WrkPod. You're part of a team of fellow business owners from around the world now that are building teams here in the Philippines. And any issue that you have run into, probably someone else has experienced it and can give you advice around what to do. So anything more, Kody, you want to say before we wrap this video?
All I want to say is we're really excited to go on this journey with you, and any challenges that you faced, we're here to support you. And so thank you for working with WrkPod.